Hey everybody, this is Eric, and we're going to be going over this weekend's tournament from Pittsburgh for the 17U Gold team. Uh, Very successful tournament in that you got to play five very competitive games, and we're going to talk about the statistics from those games with respect to the goals that I've kind of laid out for you guys. We're going to go over some shot charts. We're going to do some individuals as well. And then again, as the sample size starts to mount, we're going to continue to report on the season in general. You wouldn't think that we would have ever gotten a sample size, but we're getting it. Between this one and next week's Spooky New tournament, we're going to have several games that gives us an idea of what's going on here. So again, just to remind everybody what we're looking for, both for the season and for each game, for you guys to be competitive in the types of tournaments that you guys want to be successful in. These are the key numbers. You want to have an effective field goal percentage of above 50%. You want to have a turnover rate of under 20, and then you want to have an offensive rebound percentage of over 30. So we'll go through game by game. We're going to talk about the statistics and the shot charts and how to improve that, and talk about some individual stuff as well. So unfortunately, we lost this game, and you have an effective field goal percentage of under 50. You're just kind of running the risk of that happening. And the turnover rate was not bad. I mean, actually, it was quite good at 12%. And you did a really good job offensive rebounding. So just take a look and see how the other team did. I mean, the other team didn't do much better, right? The other team really didn't do much better. So I'm actually curious how you ended up losing, actually. Oh, I think I came up with the answer. You didn't lose. So the train to D2 go, you did win. It's funny because I'm looking at these numbers, and these numbers usually are not losing numbers. You didn't quite get the 50% effective field goal percentage, but you did. You were excellent in turnover rate and very good offensive rebound percentage. So that's that. I look at the opponents here. I'm like, what's going on here? How could you lost this game? Uh, yeah, I mean, their field goal percentage was a little worse. They turned the ball over more, and they got a lot of false offensive rebounds. And these are kind of the key stats. Let's take a look at the shot chart from this game. Not versus Red Rush. Let's look at versus Train to Go. And let's just see if it's where I want the shots. So I would regard this as kind of on the okay, from fair to just not that great. Because again, what we're looking for is an absence of these bad twos. Okay. What we'd like to see is everything either from here at the rim or here open threes. These mid-range shots are statistical death. So the more of these that you take, the worse you're going to end up doing. Okay. It so happens that in this game you were 1 for 4, 1 for 6, 2 for 7, which is pretty standard. And the problem is that you took 7 of your 59 shots is from this kind of death range. So it's no surprise that your effective field goal percentage was somewhat low. Nonetheless, it was good enough to win, and but it's not going to be good enough to win against better teams. That's what I keep impressing upon. You have to be over 50% effective field goal percentage, and one way to do that is by cleaning up those bad twos. All right, let's take a look at the box score from this game. Let's take a look at the some individuals. All right, so we have Leo, nice game, 4 of 11 from 3, total of 16 points. Mike, very off day, 0 for 5 from 3. That's not good. Matt DeFalco, very nice, 4 for 8 from 3. And what I like about it is you have the right people taking the threes between Leo, Michael, and Matt. Jalen, you're new. I don't know if you can take threes. I presume you can. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had you taking 6 of them. Nonetheless, not much to say about your performance in just the one game. Osagi, kind of invisible in this game. Amari, nice, efficient game here. And Seth, I guess you didn't play all that much, but only 4 points, 1 for 5. you're stepping up in class a little bit, but you should probably do a little bit better than that. And Connor, you got to get in there, especially when you guys are going to win by 20. I mean, you just got to get in there more. Anyway, pretty decent performance to get it started, except we have to really clean this stuff up because this type of effective field goal percentage is not going to translate to the other games. As they say in my old parts, to wit. Let's look at some of these others. In no particular order, let's look at Grand Park Premier. This game we lost 74 to 50. Effective field goal percentage 43%, and again, it's just not going to work. Against good teams, it's just you have no chance. 18% turnover rate, not that bad. I mean, at least you guys aren't turning the ball over. 10% offensive rebound percentage. Obviously that's you got. I don't know whether all these guys were 7 feet tall, but you guys got to do better than that type of offensive rebound percentage. Let's take a look at a shot chart. Let's see if this effective field goal percentage could have been improved, or if you just took good shots and didn't make them. Those are two totally different things. Okay, so here we go. Out of 50 shots, you have 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 in this bad 2 range. Oops, sorry about that. And that's just not going to work. And that's not going to be conducive to a good effective field goal percentage. Now, it didn't help that you missed all these threes as well, but you have to clean this stuff up. Otherwise, you put yourself under way too much pressure to be more efficient than your talent will allow. So I would, again, really encourage you, clean this stuff up. None of these, they call them FCFs, crown floaters, and none of these mid-rangers. They're just statistical death. Let's take a look at the box score from this game. Box score versus Grand Park. Let's see if anybody did anything worth noting. We sure did. Leo with 0 for 8 from 3. Ouch. And Michael 1 for 7 from 3. Matt 1 for 4. So if you have a Jalen, okay, well, you picked a bad game to go 4 for 5 from 3, but at least you're showing you're making them. So listen, you picked a bad game to go 1 for 3 from the rest of the team because you're also taking inefficient shots in the first, of the threes you're not taking. Of these threes are probably all good shots, but of the non-threes that you're taking, you're miserable this game. So you put a lot of pressure on yourself to not have to deal with this nonsense. Like, if you can almost get away with this sometimes with better shot selection, but when you have poor shot selection plus this, it ends up in a 24-point loss, which is exactly what you guys had. All right. Next game, there were 5. We'll go to the Roadrunner game, and this is another 20-point loss. And let's just see. Ooh, we had some unknowns here, so I'll have to fix that. But before I do that, 39% effective field goal percentage, and this is what 20-point losses look like. Again, you took care of the ball okay, but again, pounded on the glass. This is just no good. We'll take a look at the shot chart and see once again if we couldn't do anything about this from a shot selection perspective, or if it was just you guys were outclassed. Well, I mean, once again, 1, 3, 4, 7 out of 59. I'd like this under 10%. Okay, I would like this under 10%. Now, again, it wouldn't have made the difference in winning because you ended up, really not making anything from out here anyway. But if you're going to turn all these into layups, maybe it might have helped. Let's take a look at the box score from Roadrunners. Let's take a look. We have, this wasn't bad, just one unknown. Leo 1 for 8 from 3. Yikes. 0 for 6 from 3. Mike, another, well, this is actually not that bad, 3 for 9. Matt, a little bit better. Amari, 1 for 3, 1 for 3. Jalen, 1 for 12. Oh my goodness. No shame. But you know what? I like the confidence. Showing up for the team, second or third game out, just firing 1 for 12 like it's your job. Okay, I didn't mean to put it like that, but listen, obviously you have the confidence that you can take the threes, and hopefully we can build up a sample size to support that over the next couple of tournaments. Uh, Connor, I don't know what this is. All right, let's take a look at next game, which is we got the two 20-point losses out of the way. So we'll finish it off with a close loss and a win. Let's take a look at the Washington Warriors game. I think this was actually earlier in the tournament, so taking it a little bit out of context. But I mean, this is no good. I mean, 34%. I mean, this is what eighth graders do. You know what I mean? I hate to put it this way, but this is you're just never going to win with this. So, it's either taking better shots or getting better at the ones you're taking, but probably should be both. So let's just take a look and see the shot chart and see what this one's all about. Versus the Washington Warriors. 3, 6, 7, 8 out of 61. Again, you have to clean this stuff up. The problem with this one is look, 3 of 12 from at the paint on the left side. Now I've talked about this in other videos, but the percentage of of makes from the left side is strikingly low relative to the right. I mean, I knew it'd be a little worse just because it's it's your offhand, but it's much worse. So one thing you could do, by the way, is you could just click through these and look at all of these misses from the left side. That was just kind of a putback. That wasn't that bad. But, and you can see like how many of these are actually, yeah, I mean, most of these are going to look probably pretty ugly. Oh, Connor killed him. Anyway, you can look through those at your own pace. But again, you got to clean this up. With respect to the box score of this game, not stats, we want box score, view other games. Then we want the Washington Warriors game. And that would be, all right, Matt, 2 for 10 from 3. Leo, another 0 for 6. Weeks. Mike, 1 for 3. Seth, not much here. Jalen, all right. You're getting in there. 3 for 8, 5 for 5 from the line. Decent game. Connor, what did I say? Leo, not your best weekend. All right, but listen, this is what happens. I mean, you're pretty solid the first couple of weekends, so we can't very well say that you can't take these. But yeah, that was not your best. All right, and then finally the Red Rush game. All right, this is reasonable. Look at this. This was actually a pretty good game. You had a 51% effective field goal percentage. You had 10% turnover rate, 31% offensive rebound percentage against a pretty good team, and you were right there in it until the end. As a matter of fact, did you win this? Yeah, you won this game. Yeah, good for you. And listen, this is what you need. I mean, these are the stats you're going to need to win games like this. You have 50% effective field goal percentage, under 20, up over 30 offensive rebound percentage. Let's go. Good job. Let's take a look at the shot chart from this game. Once again, oh, how about this? 2 + 2 is 4, + 1 is 5, + 1 is 6, 10%. What a surprise. You keep the bad twos under 10% or lower, and you end up with a better effective field goal percentage. Oh, almost as if I predicted it. Almost. Let's take a look at the box score from this game. This is what happens. This is I'm very proud of you guys in this game. This is excellent. And as far as the numbers, I mean, it's not even as though anybody had a particular outlier performance, right? So Leo, you were 3 for 8 from 3, which is probably what you should be shooting, about 37%. Michael, 2 for 2 from 3. Matt, 1 for 3. You have a couple of guys, Jalen 3 for 7. So it's not as if you guys like shot the lights out or anything. You just took very, very good, efficient shots. and relied on your skills to get it done. Excellent job. Just for fun, what I want to do. So I'm going to look at stats just from this whole tournament. Last 5. I don't want to single you out, Leo, but I just want to see how Leo did for 3 in this tournament. So this we can do. So 5 games. Leo 7 for 39, 17%. Everybody else was pretty much on point. You know what I mean? Like Jalen 34%, Matt 34%. Yeah, Leo, you were just. When you think about it another way, you only needed 6 more to be there. It's not good. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats though for the season. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to look at the shot chart, and then we're going to look at the. Actually, let's look at the stats first. Stats for the whole season. We got 12 games now. We're getting there. What we're looking for, first of all, as a team. Hold on. Stats overall. Let's see. We're only at 45% effective field goal percentage, so we have to just pump this up. 17%. We're taking care of the ball okay, and the offensive rebound percentage is good enough. Just have to just clean up those bad twos and maybe make a couple of more shots, but definitely clean up those bad twos. And I think you could be in business. When we look at it by, well, you want to look at it by shot chart? I mean, just to give you an example, we'll look at by shot chart the whole season, just to show you. And you'll see out of 655 shots, you have 12, 28, 39, 54, 72, 96 out of 655, which is probably 30 more shots than you want to take. And just if it's not enough to prove my point, okay, look at how you guys do from these bad twos. Okay, 8 for 24, 6 for 18, 6 for, you know what I mean? Like, these are only worth 2 points, and you're shooting about 35% from here. You're shooting about the same from 3, and they're worth 3 points. So my question to you, my rhetorical question is, why wouldn't you just take a step back and shoot from here if you're shooting the same percentage from here as from here, but you get 3 points from here? Okay. Now, as far as individual stats for the season, here are the things that you want to be looking for. What you want to be looking for as an individual is the ability to either make 50% from 2 or 33% from 3. Now, ideally, you can do both. That would be nice. That's very difficult to do. But that's what you're looking for, is you have to be able to do one of those 2 things. Either shoot 50% from 2 or 33% from 3. And because what that correlates to is an effective field goal percentage of 50%. So let's just take a look and see who's performing here. So when it comes to twos, Matt, you're doing a very nice job of getting to the rim, 56%. And that's pretty much it. Not good. You guys have to finish better. 3-point percentages, you want to be over 33%. Seth and Osagie, sample size is not relevant, but the guys who are taking them, Mike Main, very good overall. Jalen, you got 33, 38 up, so you're tracking okay. Matt and Leo, a little bit under par, but that's just 1 or 2 shots. Okay, so not bad, but these are the kind of numbers that I want to challenge you guys to accomplish. Either over 50% from 2, over 33% from 3, or likewise, that'd be great if you can get it, get both of them. But overall, I would say that heading into Spooky Nuke, I mean, not the worst, not the best. We got to clean up those bad twos, and I got bad news for you guys. I'm going to be there at Spooky Nuke. So this bad twos being shot, I'm going to know about it, and I'm going to yell at you. Again, I don't even care if they go in. I just don't want you taking. Anyway, that'll do it. I guess next video will be after Spooky Nuke.